Welcome back, everybody. I hope that you took some time to feel comfortable making your slip stitches, to be comfortable wrapping your yarn around your hand. This becomes second nature over time the more that you do it. So again, around your finger, up and around and through with a pinch right there. And you were able to create some chain stitches. Again, the chain is your foundation, and what we asked you to do is to practice and then create a chain of 25 on your crochet hook. So we have our slip stitch over here, and we have our crochet hook here, and my 25th hook, my 25th chain is on my hook. Hopefully you're there with me. If you're not, pause the video and you can go ahead and get there. That's the beauty of videos, is that you can pause them and come along with me. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our chain and we're going to start crocheting into it. In order to do that on every side, we have to turn our work, because as you remember as you made your chain, you worked from your right and you created a chain on your left. We have to flip this, so we are doing, we're working backwards into it. So what we'll need to do is to, it's kind of a strange concept, but on the end of every row, to create the same spacing that keeps your work straight and flush on both sides, you have to chain one and then you turn. So our initial base is 25. Then we're going to chain one and turn. So I'll show you what that looks like here, and then I'll show you from the other angle as well. We're gonna hook in, loop around, pull up, and pull in. Now we've chained one more, and now we have to turn our work so that we can turn into our work. So what that means is you kind of flip your project around, and now we're gonna work backwards. So that one that we just chained into, we're going to leave alone, and we're going to work into our second chain from your hook. So here you'll see there's one chain right here. We're going to work right in that second loop right there. So a single crochet means you put your hook through the loop, through that chain that you made, loop in and around and pull through, very similarly to what you did when you were chaining, except we're working in the stitch. So now I have two loops on my hook, and I'm going to pull my hook, push my hook through a little bit, grab that yarn and turn it again so the hook is facing me, and I'm going to pull it through both of those loops at the same time. I'll show you in the next one. We're going to take our hook, we're going to push it through the chain, one of those three pieces of the braid that you saw. And I'm going to hook the yarn onto my hook and pull it back through. And now I have two loops on my hook. I'm going to grab that piece of string there, twist my hook through and pull it through both of those loops. Now let's change the camera angle for you so you can see that on the other side. And back here, what we're going to do is I'm going to undo this work here and get back to where we did our single. So we have our 25 right here, which is I have 25 on my base chain. What we're going to do is we're going to chain one. So again, we push through, hook our yarn and pop through that yarn there, that loop there. Now we have 1 and 2. And we're going to flip our work and we're going to work back. We won't do anything on that first loop that we did. We'll work in our second chain from our hook. You'll see there's a little gap there. We're going to put our hook through. We'll catch our yarn and we'll pull it through. That gives us, again, 2 loops on our hook. From here, we need to catch this piece of yarn, twist our hook towards us, and pull it through. All right, let's do that in the next one over. We're going to push our hook through the hole. We'll catch that yarn on the back and pull it through and up. We've got 1 and 2 loops on our hook. We will hook that yarn and we'll pull it through both of those loops. And we'll keep doing that until we get to the very end of this row. So let's do that together. If you need to pause the video, feel free to do so. I'm going to keep pushing through, hooking, pulling up, got 2, yarn over, pull through. This is what's called a single crochet. We are doing a single crochet in each of the loops that are away from our hook. So how do I know if I stop where I left off? It's the next loop that doesn't have the double, that single crochet into it. So it's this next one here. Push through, yarn over, come back through. We've got 2. We'll pull through. We push through, yarn under, pull up, and crochet. There's a lot of twisting here. So we push in and twist, pull up, turn, twist, pull through. Push through, yarn over, come back, catch that hook, come through. And again, we keep that same hold around your pinky, up and through, and we're going to pinch right down where our work is. So why don't you keep on working on that? And see, you might have this same thing too. A couple of my stitches are a little tight, so I might have to loosen it up so I can find that loop to push it through. That happens for me occasionally when I get, sometimes I'm inconsistent with the tension I'm putting on my yarn. So if that happens to you, that's not a big deal. You just take a second and kind of pull it apart like I just did there. Oh, and that happens sometimes too, in that I lose my stitch. My hook slips right out. So I just kind of start over. I'm getting to the end of my 25. You might be joining me with it as well. It's a little more tricky to hold at the end with that knot on the end there. So we just do our best that we can. We'll work into my last stitch right here. And I've now crocheted in all of my chains along the way. And if you want, you can double check your count by counting the top. Now, if you look, there's that braid along the top that you can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I lost count. You'll do that too. It's sometimes easier to do that. You can take your hook out and count them, but count to make sure you have 25. So I'll let you guys do that too. I'll count here. You do the same. 16. 25 for me. Hopefully you have 25 too. Okay, so now we have to turn our work and work back the other way. So what we're going to do is put our hook back in. It's kind of just like your slip knot. We're going to pull that down and tight. And like we did on the other side, we have to chain 1 and then turn. So again, we'll chain. A chain just means that you're going to wrap that yarn around and pull through, and we have a chain. And now we're going to turn our work so that the tail is facing to your left again. And we're going to work from our right side to our left side. And we're going to do the same thing. We won't do anything in that chain that's right off of the hook. We're going to work in the first crochet, the first full crochet, not the chain stitch. And what we'll do is the same thing. We're just going to yarn through. And what I do, again, I'm not a professional, but what I do is I go through where there's a big gap there between the stitches. I go through there, yarn over and pull up, yarn over and pull through. So we'll go where there's that big hole. You see that hole there, right? We're gonna go right through that big hole. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go through both of those loops. Push through, yarn over, come back, have 2 on your hook, hook over, pull through. And you're going to do that 25 times until you have 25 rows. So this is our first row, this is our second row. You're going to keep going until you get to 25 rows. So again, you'll single crochet in each of the holes until you get to the end. Count your stitches, make sure you're still at 25. Then a single chain and turn your work and work from the other side through. So you guys keep working at home with that, and I will be back as we do our last row and finish up our projects.